What is a clean architecture approach? So, a clean architecture is a software design philosophy that aims to create systems that are easy to understand, flexible to change, and maintainable over time. It provides a structured approach to organizing code and dependencies, focusing on separation of concerns and independence of frameworks and tools. Let's talk about the key principles of the clean architecture. The first thing that we'll talk about it will be the independence of frameworks. The architecture should not depend on any specific framework, making it easier to switch frameworks without affecting the core business logic. Number two, the testability. The business logic should be easily testable, independently of external factors like user interface, databases, or external services. Number three, independence of UI. The user interface can change easily without impacting the underlying system. This allows for multiple user interfaces, web, mobile, etc., to interact with the same core logic. Number four, independence of databases. So the business logic should not depend on any particular database or data storage technology, making it possible to swap databases without significant changes. Number five, separation of concerns. The architecture enforces clear boundaries between different parts of the system, uh, uh, promoting a single responsibility and making the system easier to understand and modify. So, okay, let's talk. Right now, we talked about the principles of the clean architecture. Let's talk about the layers of it because the layer will make everything quite understandable for us. We have four main layers. We have the clean architecture typically organizes the system into um, concentric layers, with each layer having a specific responsibility. These layers includes entities. We have use case, which is the interactors. We have the interface adapters or the controllers, and after that we have the frameworks and drivers and etc. So first we have the entities. We have the entities. Let's just we have the entities right now. The entities represent the core business logic and domain objects. These are the most inner layers, and are independent of any other layers. Entities encapsulate critical business rules and attributes. Number two, we have the use case or the interactors. So define application specific business rule. This orchestrate the flow of data to and from entities and manage the application's interactions with the outer layers. Use cases implement the application's specific business process and are where business logic resides. Number three, we have interface adapters. Let me just or controllers, gateways, presenters, etc. So this one responsible for converting data from the format most convenient for the use case and entities to the format required by external agencies like databases, web services, and user interfaces. This layer includes controllers, presenters, and gateways, as we talked before. Lastly, we have the outer layer, which is frameworks and drivers. The outer layer that includes frameworks and tools such as databases, web frameworks, UI frameworks, etc. This layer is where the specific implementation for UI database access and other external services reside. So let's talk about the benefit of the clean architecture. Let's just uh-huh. Yeah. The first thing it will be the modularity. Oh no, yeah, the modularity. So the clear separation of concerns and responsibilities across different layers leads to high modularity and making the system easier to understand, develop, and test. Number two, flexibility. So it is easier to make changes to one part of the system without impacting others, supporting the system evolution over time. Number three, testability. So business logic can be tested in isolation without the need for a UI database or other external dependencies. Number four, maintainability. So, with clear boundaries and responsibilities, maintaining and extending the system becomes more manageable. Number five, resilience to change. So, the system is designed to accommodate changes in technology and business requirements with minimal impact. Let's talk about the challenges of the clean architecture. The first thing it will be the initial complexity. So, setting up project with clean architecture can introduce initial complexity, especially for small projects or teams unfamiliar with the approach. Overhead. For small projects, the additional layers and abstractions might seem like an overhead without a clear immediate benefits. Number three, discipline required. So maintaining the boundaries of and principles of a clean architecture requires discipline and um, a thorough. Oh shit! My pronunciation sometimes to English it's unimaginable. Did I pronounce it right? Taro, Taro. Yeah, Taro. So maintaining the boundaries and principles of clean architecture requires discipline and a thorough understanding of the architectural goals. So, in conclusion, a clean architecture provides a robust framework for building scalable, maintainable, and testable software systems by emphasizing the separation of concerns, modularity, and independence of networks and technologies. While it may introduce some initial complexity, its long-term benefits in terms of flexibility, stability, and resilience to change make it a valuable approach for complex and evolving software projects. So that's it for this video, and see you in the future.